Neeti ji, would you, all the co-hosts, can you let people in as they join? Good morning, everybody. So as we get into session number 508, I want to remind you about what we did yesterday. We were talking about attention. Energy goes where your attention goes. Okay? And believe me, there is a finite number of attention units that you have. So it makes sense to use your attention wisely. Now, during the course of our sessions, you might have started realizing how we need to train ourselves to keep our attention where it belongs. Right? And our attention is taken away by various interferers. Okay? And when you are in a state of incompletion of any kind, your attention is scattered. Okay, so something that should be fully available to you, it is gone and got stuck here and there. So it's useful to consolidate it, have it in one place, and then use it like a laser to, fulfill your intentions and your desires. Okay. So on that topic yesterday, we brought in something called completion, or let us put it slightly differently, bringing integrity into your life. There's an old saying which says, more the integrity, the more the power you have available to you. Okay. If there is less integrity, there will be suffering. So wherever you find that there is suffering, wherever you find that things are not moving with the velocity that you desire, whichever area of your life, if things are not working, you should be looking at where is it that I am not having complete integrity. So today is the starting point of picking up or doing certain actions. All right. So please pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't worry about writing it down. I'm going to put it on the group so you can read it from there also. So this is like a checklist which you will follow. Okay. Some of these things we will need to elaborate. Some of these things do not need any elaboration. Clear? So why are we doing this session? To give you the tools to be a master of your attention. Now you've learned certain other tools. Those exercises I gave you that puts your attention in your control. Okay. Now that you will do when you're consciously aware that your attention has got fixed somewhere, like when you're upset or you're sad or angry or whatever. Those things it's happening to you. But when there is attention scattered due to incompletion or due to the clutter in your life, you are not even aware of it because you got so used to it. So that is the more dangerous part. And I would urge you to do this as frequently as you can, if possible, once in a week. Some people do it every day. Depends on how much time you're willing to allocate for it. So here, let's start with the checklist that I've made. The first most important thing on your list, okay, is to deliver undelivered communications. Now, what is that? If you need, for example, to appreciate and acknowledge someone, and you didn't do that, that's an undelivered communication. So what do you think you have to do? Tell that person that I appreciate you for what you've done. Or let us say you lied to someone. Okay? You told a lie. That's an incompletion. So you need to clean that up. They'll be complete. Sometimes you have certain hidden agendas, You do these sneaky things. It's very natural for some people to do that. Yeah, hidden agenda, like, you start gossiping about someone or spreading false rumor about someone, or any other hidden agendas that you have. It doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for the other person. You got to clean that up. Now, maybe you're postponing these, you don't want to clean it up because you're afraid that you may ruin the relationship. Listen, if you don't clean up, if you do not deliver these undelivered communication, in any case, your relationship is not working. Another is, if you made a promise and you broke it. And then you didn't even tell that person that, look, I'm sorry, I broke it. You didn't even tell that person why you broke the promise, right? Not like making an excuse, but let's say I made a promise to you and I broke that promise. I can, instead of keeping quiet about it, I can tell you, okay, so sorry, I made this promise to you. I broke that promise. I apologize. So it's called taking responsibility for your actions without taking any blame or shame. When you do that, you are giving yourself freedom from guilt. So guilt is a very big attention sapper. And when you deliver undelivered communication, you are getting a lot of freedom, okay, in your mind, in your energy. And that is worth gold. So that's one of the things you can do. Deliver undelivered communications. Second one you do is resolve any broken agreements that you have with someone. And it goes both ways. If somebody broke an agreement with you, you need to get that cleaned up. Cleaned up means talk to them and tell them. And if necessary, remake that agreement, or both of you agree that, okay, this agreement is null or void. You understand that? So when you come to a resolution, let's say that an agreement was made that I will do this for you, and that fellow said, I will do something for you, and nothing happened, and it's hanging in the space. Okay? It's an incompletion. So one way or the other, you resolve it. You can say, look, sorry, I made this agreement. I'm not able to keep it. So I'm dropping it. You could do that. Or you can say, look here, I was not able to do it, but now give me some more time, I will do it. So it is resolved both ways. You can apologize if you want to. Or suppose somebody has broken an agreement with you, you can say, listen, it looks like you don't want to do it. And if you do, that's fine. I forgive you. Or that fellow may say, sorry, it was not that I don't want to do. I want to do, but I could not. So give me some more time. You'll say, okay, right? So you can either close it or you can make a new agreement. But either way, when you do that, you will feel the healing power of the integrity. Okay. Now, these two, some of you may find it difficult to do, but the difficult things are the ones which give you the biggest breakthroughs, my friend. Next one is clean up your living space. Okay. We have so much clutter, So from time to time, it's good. Remove that clutter. Okay. Next one, get your finances in order. That, what does it mean? It means having total clarity about how much money you have, how much money you are going to receive, how much money you have to pay to who. Yeah, so you're not ignoring. A lot of times we ignore. We don't want to look at our finances because it is very uncomfortable. So the moment you are on top of it and you know at any point of time what's coming in, what's going out, what you have to take from someone, what you have to give to someone, very clear, you will find that you have more energy in your life. Next one, have a list of all your pending bills, that you have to pay. Please know that when you do not pay a bill, it's a broken agreement, a broken promise. So please act with integrity towards your creditors. If you're not able to pay immediately, make an agreement to pay, fix a date, and then stick to it. And needless to say, please pay your taxes. If you don't pay your taxes, that's an incompletion. I've seen a lot of businessmen whose business doesn't work, because there's no integrity in their business. They don't pay their taxes, they don't pay their suppliers on time, people have to chase them for payments, etc. All this is lack of integrity. Okay. Any questions about this points that we've covered so far, my friends?
No.
Absolutely. especially about the undelivered communications and broken agreements. Anybody has a question about that? Yes, Shakti ji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning,
Morning.
everyone. Sir, I'm having concern about this undelivered communication. Most of the time, we are not. It's not verbal agreement or something, sir. Okay, it's a mutually we are thinking that okay, just for example, in a close friend circle, okay, we will make it like okay, this is very understanding. It's a mutual understanding. We will go. There is no verbal agreement or something. Just to go and talk. Okay, you've broken this. You are hiding this information, you are lying to me, because there is no written agreement or something. How approach that one, sir?
Look, suppose you said in your mind, or you said it verbally that I'll do this, and you did not do it. Right? You know that you didn't do it, no? Even though other person may be ignoring it, mostly they also know. Okay? Remember I told you that unfulfilled expectations, they are a cause of upset?
Yes.
So suppose there is a expectation, whether it is verbalized or not, but you are aware of it.
Yes, sir. Actually, I would like to share one example here. One of my close friend, okay, we were so close, but she lied to someone. She know that I know the truth. So she's feeling guilty. She's avoiding talking to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to proceed further on that, because I'm having like she lied. It's not happened only once. It's twice. It's thrice. It's happened. So I don't want to go and sort it out.
Yeah. So the point is that you have an undelivered communication, no? The communication which you would like to deliver to her is, okay, my dear friend, I know what you did. I'm aware of it. And I just want to let you know, okay, you did what you did. And I'm aware of it. And I just want to let you know that I know about it.
Okay.
Now you decide what action you want to take. Do you want to continue to lie to your friend, or do you want to tell her the truth? Choice is yours. But I just want to let you know that I'm aware of it.
Okay. Okay.
And it's okay for me, whatever you're doing, the consequences are going to be yours only. So don't sound condescending or judgmental. You're simply stating a fact, right? So now it is no longer an undelivered communication.
Okay.
Simply telling her, okay, look at my friend, you don't have to hide from me. I already know it.
Okay. Okay.
That gives a lot of relief to them.
Okay, sir.
So now we're talking about two things. One, you are talking about broken agreement, and you're also talking about undelivered communication. So whenever there is a broken agreement, there is always a undelivered communication after that.
Okay.
Yes. So two things, they go together. Thank you for asking. All right, Shanti ji, you are next, and after that we have our friend Kunan.
Good morning, sir. Actually, the conversations are happening in an unconscious way, in an unconscious state. We realize the truth only at a later part. When we rethink about that situation, revisit the situation,
Correct.
we become more conscious about it.
That is when you know that there is an undelivered communication.
Yes, I might have answered her like this. That kind of a thinking comes. How to make us very conscious when we communicate with people. And second,
okay. 1 minute. Let's do one thing at a time. Otherwise, I'll forget what you're saying. Firstly, when you make it a habit to clear up these undelivered communications, see, at some later date, you're remembering, and then you can talk to the person and resolve it, correct? Yes. When you start doing it regularly, you will absolutely become more conscious what you're doing and what you're saying.
Okay.
You will automatically find that's happening. Okay, please carry on. What's the next thing you wanted to ask?
And next is finance is always uncomfortable. And that is more with women. How to overcome that uncomfortability with finance?
By simply being aware of what money you have, what money you don't have, what money you are requiring, what money you have to give to people. Simple going into the details and being aware of the details. It's not a problem with women only. It's a problem with a lot of men also who spend without thinking. It's very uncomfortable to confront your money, So many people live with their head buried under the sand, So simply being aware, no? See,
Because
at
of
this moment,
impulse.
do you know how much money you have in your bank?
Yes, sir.
Is your passbook balanced? Right? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
aware how much money you have to give for what purpose? You know, we have monthly expenses and all that.
Yes.
That, okay, this much money I have to spend next month. Do you know how much money you are in the process of receiving? Like somebody has to give you
Yes.
money or something. That's all. What else is there to be done?
Yes, sir. It's
Simply-
mostly these things come when we make some impulsive expenses. Like,
That's a different matter. When you make an impulsive expense, you made an impulsive expense. Okay.
later, at that time, we are overwhelmed by the emotions and we spend it.
Yeah,
And
that's
later
okay.
on, we feel that it
You
may-
feel guilty, no?
Yes, yes, sir.
So what do? Forgive yourself. You can always say, I forgive myself, Shanti, for making an impulsive purchase. Finished. Because you already made that purchase, what can you go do? Can you go and return that thing? I mean, if you bought some jewelry, maybe you can return it. You will lose the making charges. If you
Yes.
can do that, you do that. Otherwise, you forgive yourself and enjoy what you bought. Only two choices you have.
Even this financial matters happen in an unconscious level.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, no, that
Mostly
when you
conscious.
start, listen, that's exactly what I'm telling you, no, that you be conscious about your money, where you are spending, how much you have, should you spend, right? You can make a budget for the month. Okay, this is what I'll spend for this is what I'll spend for that. So when you become more focused on knowing, just to know that what I have, what I can spend, what I need to spend, that will give you a lot of freedom. All right, great.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Kunen.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning. The question is, if because of any reason, I cannot complete the communication or the conversation with someone, so can I do it with universe?
No, if you, why would you not be able to communicate to that person? The person is not alive.
The person could be the habit of not listening or being of a specific mindset when I feel that what's the need of talking to this person is like that.
Yeah, but who has got the undelivered communication? He has or you have?
I have
Right? Who will get relief by communicating it?
me.
So now, if the person is not going to listen to you, you can write a letter to him also.
Okay,
You want to express, no?
right. Sir.
Do you want to blame that person?
No, express.
Simple, no? So you can say, okay, look here, this is what I'm feeling. I thought I should let you know as a sign of my respect for you. I do not want to hold back what I want to say. Okay. And I'd love to have an opportunity to talk to you. But since I'm not able to talk to you, I thought I'll write you a letter or a mail or whatever. Thing is that you have delivered it. Na? It's out of aapke zehn se bahar ho gaya na?
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Priya.
Sir, I just wanted to ask one thing. So there are times when there are a lot of undelivered communication, or I did something and I didn't tell other person. And उसमें थोड़ा सा guilt रह जाता है यार मैंने उसे बताया नहीं. Maybe बता देती तो जो relationship था वो खराब हो जाता.
नहीं वो
पर
तो
बता
आपका भ्रम है ना. मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर आप नहीं बताते हो तो रिलेशनशिप जरूर खराब होगा.
ठीक है. तो अभी few days back I told something to a person and again like I get it, the person was upset कि ऐसे आपने क्यों करा, आपने झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, ये वो फलाना
That's
फलाना.
okay. You say I'm sorry. मुझे भी रियलाइज हुआ है कि नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, इसीलिए मैं आपसे अभी बात कर रही हूँ.
हाँ, so like lot of things come with it. It's not just the person will say
Yeah.
कि हाँ ठीक है.
हाँ,
Like
बिल्कुल.
all their emotional state and whatever they are doing, I dealt with it because this is what I did. So I need to deal with whatever is happening.
Yeah, because see, एक बात बताओ प्रिया, मैंने आपको
हाँ.
बोल दिया कि मैंने झूठ बोला. I told you a lie. Okay?
हाँ.
So I got relief, right? I am complete. Now I am
Yes.
leaving you incomplete. So if the person
So-
wants to say something to
Huh.
you in order to feel complete, you listen to it.
Yeah, I did listen. Plus, still, I believe there is a guilt within me कि यार मुझे ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए था. अभी देखो ना वो person कितना परेशान हो रहा है. So
हाँ,
out of
मतलब
that
आपने
guilt,
apologize
I'm
कर
doing
लिया.
something now.
You tell me
हाँ?
something. ये guilt पकड़ने का, that's a way of not being responsible, no? By
Responsible.
you have taken an action, you have apologized to that person, you have admitted your mistake. What more can you do?
I just can be with that person because I made a certain
हाँ,
mistake.
आपको अगर प्रयाश्चित करना है तो आप बोलोगे भैया एक थप्पड़ मार लो मुझे. अगर आपको इतना शौक है दंड, what is guilt? Guilt is a desire to punish yourself. Okay?
Okay.
If you're so fond of getting punished, you tell that person, बाबा मेरे से हो गई गलती, जो दंड देना है दे दो. So you have the courage for that also, ना? But completion किसको मिलेगी?
दोनों लोग को, like.
Exactly. So that will add more power to the two of you, na?
Okay.
So we are
Alright.
afraid of the consequences sometimes, so we don't deliver these communications. ये तो है ही. Very good. Thank you very much for sharing it. Yes, Gautam ji. After that, we'll have Leena ji.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I have a problem. That is, I cannot tell no to the people. Somebody is asking or like that. I immediately accept, and I'll, with a good intention, not to make the fool. But it's still I'm not able to see that I'm not able to complete, or some other job came or like that. So that time I really feel guilt.
Yeah, because you take on things which you don't want to, and then you don't do it, and that's a broken agreement. Isn't that it? Because
Not
you're not able to say no to people.
Yeah.
You are taking on things which you're not able to do.
Yeah.
And when you don't do that, then you have a broken agreement. And when you have a broken agreement, you feel guilty, obviously.
Yes.
So what can you do? First of all, clean up the mess you made from the past.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So you have to tell those people, sorry, I made this agreement. I should have said no because I was not able to do it. But I did not want to say no to you. And I said, yes, sorry, I made a mistake. I apologize. Right? I'm sorry, I cannot keep this agreement. Finished. Or if you want, give me more time. That from case to case basis you can do. Right?
Thank you.
Now I want you to start practicing saying no. So say no.
No.
Yeah, say no
Yeah.
more strongly.
No.
Yeah, say no more strongly.
No.
Yeah, say no more strongly.
No.
Yeah, say no more strongly.
No.
So
Thank
what
you.
happened? Say no one more time, more strongly.
No.
So now, did something happen?
Yeah, I get in confidence.
Exactly. So, I mean, just say no. I mean, some people, they can never say yes. आप कुछ भी उनको बोलो बोलेंगे no. But you are one rare species वो yes बोलता रहता है. कोई बात नहीं, मैं भी ऐसा ही होता था. अभी भी हूँ थोड़ा बहुत. Find it very hard to say no to people. उनका दिल दुख जाएगा, वो मुझसे नाराज हो जाएंगे. आए, वो नाराज हो जाएंगे तो कयामत आ जाएगी. Thank you for sharing, Bhadra Sahab. So say no.
Thank you. No.
Will you start doing it from now on? Say no, I will not do
No. No.
All right, thank you. Leena ji, and after that, Priya ji.
So good morning, everyone. And so my question is last third point, I think, clean your clutter. So
Yeah.
उसमें household things भी आएंगे ना, जैसे
हाँ, obviously जो फजूल की चीजें रखी रहती हैं घर में.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
उस दिन हम सफाई कर रहे थे तो वो पुराने पता नहीं कितनी चाबियां निकली. किसी को मालूम नहीं है कौन सी चाबी किधर फिट होती है, मगर चाबी रखी हुई है. ठीक है ना?
हाँ हाँ.
So many things you find, you know. There was
इसमें
one
कपड़े होते हैं,
जो
बर्तन
जूते
होते
के
हैं.
लेस होते हैं ना. There was one lace lying over there. For what? Then a lot of stuff, you know, when you sometimes go to the hotel, वो एक आध तुम शैम्पू ले आते हो वहां से, वो कम से कम 20-25 निकले, सब उठा के फेंक दिए. Some of them got expired also. घर में तो बहुत कचरा मिलता है, दे दो ना, किसी को दान दे दो.
हाँ, वही कुछ. तो उससे भी फर्क पड़ता होगा.
Absolutely relief होता है. आप किसी भी वास्तु वाले को पूछो, he will tell you.
हाँ हाँ.
The more clutter you have in your house, the more your energy is getting drained.
Oh.
और ना करते भी वो जो इंडिया वाले की हम लोगों की ना होर्डिंग मेंटालिटी होती है. We love to hoard the things कि कभी काम आ जाएगा. मैं उतना ही गिल्टी हूँ उसके बारे में, so I can talk. कुछ भी रखा हुआ रहेगा. Other day I was cleaning up, I found a little, you know, tin, वो Indigo Airlines का जो nut का box होता है, and there were some nuts lying inside getting fungus. I don't know for how long it was lying over there. So I threw it. Still, I was not throwing the dabba. My wife said, "Why are you keeping this ganda dabba?" I said, "नहीं काम आ जाएगा, नहीं ताको उसको." She's very good in throwing things. Okay, anything else, Leena ji?
No, no.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And Priya?
One more thing I want to ask. When I'm completing with other person, is it my responsibility to make the other person also complete?
To whatever extent you can. Otherwise, what's the point? You can ask them, na, is there anything you want to say to me?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you tell it to your dad, he might say, तुमको तो कुछ बोलने का कोई फायदा नहीं है.
Like I am meeting men like this only. कि आपको बोलने का कोई फायदा नहीं, आपको समझ नहीं आएगा. You won't understand my feeling. I'm like, I have been through that. I do understand. अब
So
गलती
then-
हो गई तो अब क्या करूं?
कुछ नहीं, you say, I'm sorry. Okay? जरूरत पड़े तो पाँव छू लो. पिताजी के पाँव छूने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
पिताजी की तो कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं है, बट पिताजी आके नहीं बोलते ना कि मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं. अभी लाइक छोड़ो, तुमसे बात ही नहीं करनी मुझे. बट
हाँ,
so
exactly.
what to do in that case when they
Nothing,
say
you say
छोड़ो,
कि,
तुमसे बात
okay,
ही नहीं करनी.
you can say कि I know you are angry with me. You have all the reasons in the world to be angry with me. Right? Please forgive me. आपको मेरे को डांटना है डांट लो, थप्पड़ मारना है मार लो. मुझे फर्क पड़ता है इसीलिए तो आपसे बात कर रही हूँ. See, so because then they will know you are serious. Otherwise तो वो लैंडमार्क वालों का तो होता ही है ना, जाके करो, कुछ भी बोल दो, whether you mean it or not.
हाँ.
हाँ, so उसका भाव अगर नहीं है तो what's the point doing it? Yeah, it becomes a ritual ना, जैसे हम नमस्ते.
हाँ, I don't mean it, but I'll just do it because it is the way.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Vetri.
Thank you.
Vetri,
Sir, I have a doubt. Before that, I want to put something on a lighter note. After listening to this integrity and especially the chappal wearing exercise, like get beaten by chappal, I have to call
hitting by chappals
to get rid of this undelivered angry of others.
I never told that today.
Okay, sir. Then this
Anyway,
lighter note.
Yeah.
Okay, my doubt, sir, I have a doubt. We are talking about integrity. It's some of these situations which I come across. Of course, we understand more integrity is more power. If integrity is less, there is a suffering. But I have really come across few people who are very integrity, but suffering financially low in life. But people are very pure, very nice. And equally, I have come across people also with personal experience. They're having so many stuffs, but integrity, you can't compare them with the integrity board. But is it my perception is wrong, or how to understand this?
Now, first of all, I need to understand what you're asking.
Sir, integrity is power. Integrity, less integrity is suffering, right?
Yes. So whichever area in their life, what I'm understanding from what you said is that even though they are people of integrity, still they are suffering.
Yes.
Now, if you check and see in which area of their life they are suffering.
Finance, mostly.
Yeah. So I was one of those people. very good integrity everywhere, but I was suffering in finance until I found out I had no integrity as far as the money is concerned.
Oh,
See, if you are not giving enough attention to something which is important for your life, you will have suffering only, no? Suppose you are ignoring about the money. You know very well money is important
yes.
for your, otherwise you can go and live in a cottage in the hill and wear a langot and, become like, like the yogis, they are just taking food from people. We are not doing that also. But we are not giving enough attention to our finances also. In that case, there will be suffering. No? Another way of saying is that, you guys are working on that, what's it called? That wheel of life or something. So whichever spoke of your wheel you are not paying attention to, that becomes weak. No?
Yes.
So there will be suffering. So instead of, look, if they are suffering, they need to find out where there is missing integrity. Okay. We need to look at where am I missing my integrity. Okay. So my question to you, Vetrivel, is that this question you asked, it's a very good question. But why did you ask this question?
Some few people came into my mind and I just want to ask for them.
So the thing is, look, if they are very dear to you, you can, and they are willing to listen to you, you can talk to them and make them realize, where in their life the integrity is missing and in what way. Right? I told you once about this guy who many years ago he used to come for treatment to me, right, for energy healing. And he was claiming every day I go to the temple without fail, this, that, I'm a great fellow, very pious and very God-fearing and everything. And I was thinking, then why is he suffering? And he had a very peculiar back problem. He said, I've been to so many doctors, I've spent 40 lakhs, this and that. I simply asked him, I said, look here, you got some lack of integrity in your life. He said, no, sir, I'm so God-fearing, this, that, and the other. Then I went on listening to him and talking to him. Then it came out where he was having that lack of integrity. It came out of his mouth, oh, I had given, a loan of 10 lakh rupees to a friend. They never returned it. I said, so then what? He said, no, they never returned it. I lost the friendship also. I said, who was that friend? It turns out it's some lady in his office. I said, why did you lend her 10 lakh rupees? She's your friend or what? Yeah. What type of friend? No, normal, said nothing, business colleagues. But his intention, you get it? So he was not getting his intention fulfilled also. And he lost his money also. The lack of integrity, is not telling the truth about it also. And when he told the truth about it, I said, does your wife know that you've given 10 lakh rupees to this woman? So of course not, sir. Why you didn't tell your wife? You've given 10 lakhs, your money to your friend. No, she will doubt me. So why she'll doubt you? Because he's doubting himself only, no? So sometimes the lack of integrity comes in very different. Maybe he has never done any wrong thing with any woman, maybe, I don't know. But his intention, only he knows, no? But the best part is that once he confessed to that, he was all right. Within 24 hours, he was all right. He started responding to the healing and everything. And he realized, I said, look, this is what the thing is. No, but what should I do? I've lost my money. I said, that's a different matter. We'll deal with it separately. Because the other person also knew, no? That this is one way of manipulating this fellow and getting the money out of him. So she did that. Clear?
Excellent, absolutely. Thank you very much. And finally, I want the list to be read again one more. I didn't take it on.
Yeah, so let's move on. Let's move on to the next item on our list. And that is connected to what I was telling to Leena ji. When you are getting rid of your clutter, you'll find certain things which you never use, but they're still working, right? Because of your hoarding mentality. For example, you may have a lot of old clothes which you don't use. I have. Yeah, hoping that you'll fit into it, but you never do. Or anything else that you have. Okay. If you start looking, you'll find old chargers and God knows what else. Right? Give it away, no? Donate these unused items. Is there a problem with that? You're not using it, give it away. Somebody will give you some blessings only. Next one, return anything that you borrowed, like books or CDs or anything that you borrowed and you never returned it, please do that. Okay, no need to explain. Now you have given things to someone and you never asked for it back. Please ask for it. No need of getting angry or anything. Just say, okay, look, I gave you so-and-so thing, could you please return it? I need it. Can you do that? Now, next one, another very, 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 very important one. It's called taking care of your primary relationships. You know who your primary relationships are, right? So one of the things that you have to do in these relationships is that you have to make sure that there are clear agreements and ground rules in place, which supports both you and the other person in these relationships. If these are, that means that your expectations should be clearly defined, right? And the other person should understand and they should either agree or disagree to fulfill those expectations. Similarly, you should know what people are expecting from you and there should be clarity whether this expectation can be fulfilled or not. So both parties know, okay, look here, this thing can be done and will be done. This thing cannot be done and will not be done. That's called clearing up the boundaries. Okay. And remember, the purpose of the relationship is to support each other, to empower each other, and to make each other strong. So if you do not you do not have clarity about this expectations, you're not having clarity about perceptions. For example, one partner might think this fellow does not care about me anymore. It's a perception. You need to find out why that perception got generated and deal with it, and so on. We can do a full session on this anytime you want. Next one, complete your will. If you have not made a will, please make it. Yeah. You want to leave your legacy as a mess? Another thing that has become very popular these days is called complete a living will. Yeah. A very interesting one. Like my father-in-law had made a living will, and the living will said that in case they ask you to put me on a ventilator, you are not to put me on a ventilator. Finished. So that, this is a very difficult decision for anyone to take. The children find it very hard. So he has just made it very clearly in a living will. Okay. Next one is called tithing, like giving donation. Some people give 10% of their income as a donation. Choice is yours. Right. And similar one connected with this is serving your community. What can you do for your community? Like, for example, some of us belong to Rotary and we are doing charitable things. Some people are supporting orphanages, some people are, so it's up to you what you want to do. Okay. So these are some of the things that we have talked about today. You can start getting into action on this. Okay. Any questions? Hello. In any case, this list will be put on the group. Yes, Shakti.
I would ask that only, sir. I want this list.
Yeah, it will be there.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Hopefully, just at the end of this call only, I'll put it. Okay, fine. So that brings us to the end of today's session.
Sir, I want to say something.
Yes, Hasina ji, please do.
So we give promises to people that they will do things. It's only sometimes just for looking good. For looking good. Actually, you don't want to do, but otherwise just for looking good you do. And then you realize I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Then I don't know how to handle that. I do that very often.
But you can tell them, "Okay, look here, I didn't mean it. Sorry."
But then it's so unfair that, I mean, the other person would say, "Okay, what's the sense of making promises like this when you don't want to do it?"
Yeah,
Just-
exactly. What's the sense of making promises when you don't want to do it?
No, you just for looking good, you want to do it.
And then, so what? Now, suppose you made such a promise to me.
No, how to handle that?
How to handle it means don't make such promises in the future, number one. Now, when you made a promise and you have no intention of keeping it, it is better to, clear up. It's a broken agreement with the other person. You can tell them, "Okay, look, sorry, I made that promise. I'm not able to keep it.
Okay,
I'm so sorry." Finish.
okay.
Yeah. Or if you think that you made the promise and you can keep it, then you keep it. There's this relative of ours, her daughter was getting married. So she told two of her nieces, "You please come and stay with us." Okay.
Okay.
And, to take care of all the arrangements and this and that and help us out and all. She never expected that they will actually come. She just said it. They actually landed up for a month in her house. And she didn't know what to do.
Okay.
Then she's asking us, "Can they come and stay in your place?" I said, "No." You made the promise, now this thing. So there was luckily an empty house of a friend. So they requested, "Okay, you go and stay over there," this and that. See, sometimes we put our foot where we should not by making such looking good wala promises. I lost a lot of money, by looking good. I can promise you that. Almost 1 crore rupees. It's not a nice feeling. Yes, Venkateshi, so nice to see you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Just about Hasina ji's problem, I am telling you a very small story about in Mahabharata, Karna was having bath and someone came and asked him for some donation or something. So he gave it with his left hand itself. And the person asked, "Why you gave with left hand?" Then the answer given by him was, "By the time the thing travels from left hand to right hand, my mind may change, so that I may not give or anything." So whenever you promise something, keep the duration between performance and making that very short. You think that it is God's blessing or whatever, and you give it fast. Don't delay to have some regrets and other things about giving. Once given, you always think that it was his luck that I gave him, otherwise I would not have given. But it is God's will that I had to help him, so I had given. So this thing is summary on this one is reduce the time between performance of any promise so that you don't regret. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. All right. So Kunenji, can I have your share? And we are also missing Tirkural, Vetri. So why don't we do the Tirkural first? Have you prepared and come?
I can say something, sir, which is relative to the topic also. It's about the friendship. It goes in Tamil this way. முகநக நட்பது நட்பன்று நெஞ்சத்து அகநக நட்பது நட்பு. How to make friends with people is the translation goes this way. Don't smile only with the face. Smile with the heart all the time. Then this is a good friendship. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Kunen.
जी जनाब,
Sir.
अर्ज किया है कि काम करो ऐसा कि पहचान बन जाए।
वाह वाह वाह।
काम करो ऐसा कि पहचान बन जाए, चलो ऐसा के निशान बन जाए।
वाह।
चलो ऐसा के निशान बन जाए कि जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है, जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है, कमाल तो वो हो कि जिंदगी मिसाल बन जाए।
वाह वाह। Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you everyone for your participation today. And looking forward to see you all tomorrow on time at 7 a.m. sharp. Bye-bye. God bless you. Have a great day.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
sir. Good day,
Stay
sir.
safe, stay blessed. Bye-bye.